The hieroglyphs actually is, I would say specifically the Maya hieroglyphic writing system, is the ancient way that the Maya would write, right? So it's the same way like we write now, A, B, C, D, E. The Maya would have their writing the same way, but it's a little different. When it comes to the Maya writing, we like to say it is logosyllabic, right? So the Maya writing would include logograms and syllables, right? For example, here we have U, which is a syllable, but U can also mean a logogram, which is a shark. So we see here, it's a logogram, but depending on the context as well, it can also be used as a syllable. So that's the beauty in the writing system.
A logogram is a picture word that was used in ancient Maya language to represent a word or phrase. These, along with syllables, were used for inscription in the ancient Maya culture. The writing is called hieroglyphics, and 21-year-old Frank Tzib, a resident of San Antonio Village, is on a mission to preserve it.
What it's a big asset for me, I believe, is that I grew up in a Maya community, right? I grew up learning a lot about our culture, seeing the elder people practicing a lot of the traditions, right? And I just grew up with a passion, you know, looking at older people and I see them like practicing everything and I'm like, I want to learn this. But then it was when I was 12 years old, my brother came in with some crazy inscriptions, right? Some papers, which were these, right? Same, it has the syllabary. And I was like, this is interesting. And I remember asking my brother, what does it mean? And he started explaining. He taught me how to write my name. And I was like, oh, this is cool. You know, and I started to do my own research. I started to read books. And then from there, I started to write names.
Tzib is a native of one of the 3 Maya cultures still alive in Belize today. A fascination with the Yucatec language led Tzib to take a course in 2020 that would teach him the inscription of his mother tongue. There, he would acquire a deeper understanding of the ancient Maya language through their systems and calendar.
For example, here, we cannot start with shok, right? Shok is the word for shark in Maya. So we cannot start with shok. So we say, we have to start with U. And also, reading the other glyphs, we can know it is not shark, but U, right? For example, if we say, shok Tzib nahal, right? It doesn't make any sense. So we have to go back to U and saying U Tzib nahal, right? The decoration of the surface.
Now, his recent endeavor involves what he considers the modernization of hieroglyphics.
All right, so what I do, so people would say, hey, I want this vase, you know, and I want this phrase to be written in hieroglyphs. So what I do, I translate the phrase, the English or Spanish phrase, to the contemporary Maya that we speak now, right? Translate it to the contemporary Yucatec Maya, and then from there, transcribe it to hieroglyphs.
It shows that continuity. It shows that our youth are interested in revitalizing their heritage, but it also shows that the Maya culture is alive, it is vibrant, and it is in its own way engaging in an act of resistance.
Tzib is surrounded by a household that embraces their culture. During our time with him, Tzib's parents presented us with various Maya dishes. We also heard the household interact in their native tongue, which is often only spoken by the older Maya people.
I taught them is to speak Maya, you know, but now Frank is doing something different and moreover about what we know. Yeah. So he's learning more, he's teaching more people, you know, and I like that. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
So I want to share this phrase, right? Again, so it says iut. Again, I use the ancient word, right, for, and then it happened, right? Iut, then we have the introductory glyph, right? For when we see this everywhere or anywhere, it's representing a date will come after that, wow. Right? So iut, and then we have introductory glyph, right? Which is tzika. It is narrated, the year glyph, right? It is narrated, then we have December 10, 2010. Mm-hmm. The Tzib family came to live here.
One of the upsides to embracing culture is that visitors want to learn. The Tzib family has even profited by welcoming tourists or persons interested in immersing themselves in the practices of an authentic Maya family. There, they engage in the preparing of their own meals or discover the uniqueness of the language. But for Frank Tzib, the passionate scribe, his work is a step in the right direction of preserving his people's heritage.
My goal is, again, to bring it back to life within our Maya people, right? Because during the 16th century, that is when this writing completely died with our people, right? And we were forced to stop our writing system use the Gregorian style, I would say, right? The European style. And that is why, like, within our people, I want to bring this back to life. I want to bring this writing back, so that it would be like a very common thing within our Maya people. Like, for example, if we say, write this phrase for me, or do this word for me in hieroglyphs, right? We can do it, right? And it's our heritage, since our ancient people, it's our heritage. It's something that our culture developed, right? And again, it would be nice to bring it back. Yeah.
Looking on the bright side, I'm Sabreena Daly.